What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing our weekly review for this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 3. This is going to be for Season 3, Episode 5, called Drowning in Fire, Burning in Water, I believe is the title. Or is it vice versa? I'm not sure. But anyway, this was a really decent episode. I really enjoyed this one. I would have to say I think this is my second favorite episode of this season. I would have to say the premiere is still my favorite. I really did enjoy the premiere, Eye of the Beholder. Something about that episode I really enjoyed. But this is probably my second favorite from this season. This is a really great one. Okay, so this episode for me, out of 10, I would say, I would probably give this one a 8.8. It was a really good episode. Fear the Walking Dead, I think, is just a little bit better after this week. It's another piece of the puzzle. I don't think this was a spectacular episode. I don't think Fear gets many of those, to be honest with you. But I think that this episode is still pretty good. So, okay, let's get right into the episodes. So, we get the first thing we better talk about is the stuff that actually happens with Madison, Troy, and the others. So they go out on the run, which is pretty cool, and we see them find the helicopter, like where the helicopter crashed, and somebody took the helicopter. So we don't know what happened there. We're guessing obviously that it's probably this native group right here. Which is really cool. I really like this leader character here on this picture, Walker. I really like this one because this is a really planned, like this guy, he leads a pretty forceful group, I would say. At least, because we get a lot of different scenes where we're like, man, this guy really knows what he's doing with this group. And of course he kind of makes a bird eat, this guy's brain or whatever, just so Madison and the others would go over there to ask him, if they've seen anything or whatever. And then all of a sudden, they turn around, and then there's this leader character named Walker. So this is a really great group. I am very interested to see what happens with this group. Will they be a villain for the next few episodes? Will they be a villain for the rest of this season? Will they go into season 4? It's very hard to tell. I could see this group lasting. I really could. I really like this group. So, I don't like them because they're villains, but you know what I mean, right? So, anyway, really, really awesome group. And also another thing I like about it is that when they go out, of course, it's so brutal when you get the bird eating at the guy's, a skull or whatever. But it's so cool. And we get them to kind of out, and they're looking for answers, and then they just run into that, and it's like they, of course, give up their boots. Will they abandon the ranch? Doesn't look like it from the promo for next week. But it looks like maybe this native group could go after them. That's possible. And, of course, we get the line from Madison saying that, you shot down the helicopter or whatever. You took one of our own. And, I'm sure Madison wants revenge. And also Troy, because he's just kind of, I don't know. He's like, you're dead now, right? And that type of thing. So, but yeah, so then what they decide to do is that there's this guy who's he can't walk back to the ranch. So what they decide to do is conquer down for the night. So we see that, and that's pretty cool. We see that they don't go back to the ranch immediately. They kind of do stay overnight, and we get Troy, who almost kills Madison, which I was like, man, what a psycho. Like, seriously, he's just sitting there with the knife at her throat, and I'm like, man, why in the heck would she do that? Or why would he do that? Because it's like, she didn't do anything, like, they just wanted to conquer down for the night because, it's like, it's just, they're in pain, and it's like, all of a sudden, he just wants to kill Madison. I'm like, man, that's dark, man. But Madison's not scared of him, I don't think. So, yeah, that's another thing. But then we see, okay, so the stuff at the ranch. So, this stuff was pretty good. We saw, okay, the first thing I better mention is we see Alisha and Jake get together. That was okay. That was a pretty good relationship that's starting, because I kind of did expect that to happen for some reason. I kind of expected it, but still, though, I thought that was a pretty good relationship that they're starting there. They have a pretty good bond together, so I don't mind that at all. Could that be like the Glenn and Maggie relationship of Fear the Walking Dead? Like, maybe that could be like the big relationship of this show. It's possible. Hopefully Jake doesn't die anytime soon, though. I don't think he will, to be honest with you. But we'll have to see if our regular cast is actually on the same side as the ranch group. It looks like it, but then at some points it looks like they could even just take it over, which would be pretty dark if that actually did happen in like the mid-season finale or something, or just, I don't know. It looks like, because there's all these lines where he's like, are we on the same side? And, it'd be nice if it were true. And I'm like, oh man, like, what are they setting up here, So we'll have to see about that. But really cool, however. Really, really cool. So, awesome episode. Really enjoyed it. This was probably, like I said, my second favorite episode of this season. I really do like season 3. I think it has a good feel. It's pretty good. And I also okay. So the stuff with Strand and Daniel. So I like the part where he's like, if you want to kill me right now, do it. We saw that in the trailer. And then also when they go to the hotel or whatever, this I don't get, because it's like Strand knows that Ophelia is not at the hotel. What was he planning here? Like, I'm like, why in the world? Like, it's just ridiculous. And then Daniel leaves him for dead, and, he's like, let's see if you can get out of this one, So we'll have to see what happens next week. I don't see Strand in the promo, so maybe it'll be a couple more episodes before we see Strand again. Maybe he runs or whatever. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Where will Strand go next? And also, what happened to the group that was at the dam, and now all of a sudden it's only Strand and Daniel? Like, I was like, what happened to that female and, Ifren or whatever? Like, what's going on? So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. That's kind of weird, but yeah, just very weird. But anyway, really great episode. I think that's about it for my review. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was another good piece of the puzzle. And also, where is Ophelia? Because there was pictures of her this season with the Walker character and some other guys. So where is she? Like, I don't get it. Man, she's such a good hider, because I saw pictures of her this season, like 2 promotional pictures of her. And I know that you guys have seen pictures of her also, because I used some for videos. So what the heck is going on? Where's Ophelia? So I don't know. We're going to have to find that out in the next couple weeks. But you'd think she'd be, you'd think we'd know where she is by now, because she got captured by Jeremiah, right? And now I don't know where she is. So that's very odd. But anyway, guys, make sure to write your comments below. I'm going to do my predictions video for next episode, which is called Red Dirt. So pretty interesting title. And yeah, guys, I will see you guys really soon for another video. Make sure to write your comments below about what you guys thought of this episode, and I will see you guys really soon. Peace.